Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Mili reaction. It's finally time to listen to Mili again. I've been covering all of the stuff from Limbus Canto 9. That's finally done and out of the way, so I can get back to this, which was released a month ago, and I saw it, but I couldn't get to it because I was doing the other stuff. So I'm finally here, I'm finally gonna be listening to it, and without further ado, let's go! Ooh. Okay, it has on-screen lyrics. Get that turned off. Moody. Sounds kind of familiar in a way. Oh. Okay. That beat in there was surprisingly intricate. And now it's gone. That like heavy rumble resonant stuff in the sound design. Really cool. Woo. Beat's back. Very crispy. Beautiful chord progression for the emotion here too. As if I'd expect anything else from them at this point. Long build, adding this tension. I'm like, where is it going? Wait a minute. Oh, so the piano just got heavier there. Yamato and his dynamics, dude. Some of the sound design going on here is very interesting. It's very just like, it comes and goes. It doesn't stick around. Just little details like the that low rumbling. It sounds like doors being slid into place. That's really fucking cool. So first things first, I'm gonna get this out of the way. I really don't know what's being said here because I've learned enough about Mili's music to not try and guess too much without having enough to go off of. And for me, it feels like this song is part of their like core lore stuff that they have, and that is very difficult to try and parse any information out of when I'm not deep into it like a lot of other people are. So for me, lyrically, this just feels like a metaphor for death, but I don't think that that's exactly a one-to-one. They're probably going deeper into their own lore. This has like prequel energy for some reason. The energy of it feels like something that would have maybe taken place before a lot of the other darker shit in their like usual lore. So it's like maybe that, but that's like the best guess I've got. And that's really not the core of why I enjoyed this song. This song does kind of the same thing that Peach Pit and Cyanide did for me, which it had this beautiful body to it. It was calmer, surprisingly, but also it just has that usual Mili beauty. And I like how bare bones this one is. It drops a lot of the sound design stuff, kind of has some of that in there. Like I mentioned, those like drones were in there, and that's definitely a factor, but it's a different sort of sound design from their usual stuff. They had that crispy quality to their rhythm and the drums in here, which I don't know if I would even call them drums. They're basically just a beat synth in here, but I like that. I like the quality that brought to the song. It's different from their other stuff, which tends to have an actual drummer in there, and I don't think that that happened this time around. I think they just went for more like a constructed sort of beat pattern. It made it feel a little bit more thematically accurate to this song rather than having an actual drum kit. For once, I actually think that it was a good call to not use a real drum kit here, because I feel like that quality would have been lost if they didn't have it in there. This song would be very different if it had an actual drum kit going around. So this song creates a quality that feels a little bit more soft and also controlled compared to a lot of their other songs that feel a little bit more hectic. And for me, I think the beauty of this one is how simple the piano is at its core. We have a G sharp minor, I believe, which means we would be bouncing between this and a few other chords within that key, of course. And I believe that it starts with an E going, and with that, we get this nice relationship of just sticking on the bass line for the E to make that, and then going up to this A flat to start the next chord of that G sharp minor. And it just makes that relationship that much stronger, but allows us to already explore what's in between there as far as the chords and the progression of the song goes, because Lord knows Yamato Kasai did that in this song, just running all over the place. There was a lot of other stuff moving in here, like there was an F sharp in there. I'm pretty sure there was a B in there, just like to be the bright chord in this song. I don't think there was many other ones. There might have been like a standard G in there, but I feel like that would be a very heavy clash against the G sharp minor. So it's like, I'm not sure exactly, because Yamato Kasai's play style is so everywhere and gorgeously well thought out that I cannot hold a candle to it. I'm just getting started on figuring out how a piano works. So at the end of the day, whatever he does, it's going to be gorgeous. And however he manages to structure all of this is going to have full intent in every way, shape, and form, and make these sorts of emotional songs that much stronger, because you can really explore where the song is going when you know how to handle a piano. And on Cassie's performance for this song, her usual gorgeous voice, right? Like, I think that this song was holding back a lot more on the emotion until we got to that like swell part, that bridge near the end, where things started to get a little bit more busy and more hectic, building that tension. I thought they were going to explode into something else, but they didn't. They managed to like get all that back underneath some sort of a tarp. They were really restricting Cassie from like exploring the emotional gambit, and I feel like that is a story specific choice creatively. I don't think that they wanted to get there. Obviously, the point with this song and the image there and the character having like wires coming out of the arm, I'm assuming that there is a reason for that narratively, to not have the emotion be as strong, but just kind of talking logically. She does that a lot in her music, and this isn't anything new as a result, but I think the specific way of handling the beginning versus how it was building in that second part of the song, and not even allowing it then to build up any anger or any resentment. It just kind of felt like pure acceptance all the way through. It didn't really have any sort of that growth that was in the vocals as much as there was in the music itself and in the composition. They left all of that to be the atmosphere around it, and the sound design was helping with that too, because it's like, what are these like low rumbles? What do those stand for? Is that what I thought it was, with like doors being shifted around? Was it chairs being moved? Was it the sound of somebody reaching through some sort of like an ethereal plane, like a wormhole in time and space, reaching the heavens to meet those angels they mentioned? Like, what's going on with this? They're on a mountaintop, presumably. That could very well just be a metaphor for how peak they are, because fucking Mili, dude, they're so good. And it's insane to think about what the emotional impact of this song is supposed to be narratively. And I don't know how to approach that because, like I said earlier, I'm not like that deep into the Mili storyline. I know a good chunk of it now, and I'm aware of where things have gone and where they're going to, I believe. But all I can really do with that is theorize, and I really don't know where this song fits in the like timeline of everything. So I don't know how to feel about it as far as the story goes. Musically, it's one of probably Yamato Kasai's most complex piano parts to date. It is definitely up there. It is so dense. There's so much happening in here, and it's beautiful as a result. The movement is gorgeous, keeping things simple with those baseline chords, but then just going everywhere else, especially during those like more hectic environments of the song where things were building and going more crazy. He was just ripping around there and just exploring the higher octaves, like way up there, stuff that I can't even do on my keyboard because I only have a 37 key. I would need a full 88 keys. And that's the sort of exploration that Yamato Kasai knows how to do, and knows how to do it so effectively that these songs on an emotional level are leagues above most other people's comprehensive skill. And I am not really there myself as much as I may try. But I do think that's about all I gotta say on this song. Gorgeous, I just don't know where it's going and why it's going there. It is a beautiful, beautiful song. But just like every single Mili song, there's a reason behind it. There's lore behind it. There's a purpose there that I'm just not privy to. So whatever that happens to be, if we ever do figure out where this fits in there, I'd be interested to hear it. If you guys already know, by all means, let me know in the comments below. And if you have another Mili song you want me to get to, drop those down in the comments too, because I'm now getting back into doing their stuff on a regular basis again. So let me have something else to get to. But if you don't want to do any of that and maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!